Derby County can survive in the EFL Championship on the final match day of the season. But is it going to happen, and how will it happen? Now, obviously for Derby County, they picked up a massive result up against Hull City just a few days ago, where Derby County came away 1-0 victors with a Nat Phillips header from the edge of the box. Now, Derby County head into the final day against Stoke City, a team who could go down on the final day, given things go wrong, and things go massively wrong for Stoke City. But what are all the caveats that see Derby County survive, see Derby County go down? How is it all going to work in the end of this championship season? Now, as we know, let's take a look at the fixtures, because for Derby County, it has not been an easy run. For no one, it hasn't been an easy run. Now, if we go to the final round of the season, round 46, every single game kicks off at 12:30. It's an early kickoff. It'll probably be live on Sky Sports Plus. I'm not entirely sure. But what do we have to worry about? Now, the teams Derby County have to worry about is Preston North End, Stoke City, Hull City, and Luton Town. Now, Hull City currently occupy the final place in the relegation zone with 48 points. Luton Town, Preston and Derby are all on 49. Stoke are on 50. Now, for Derby County, how can they survive? Now, if Derby County were to win, they would survive no matter what goes on elsewhere. And it could also result in Stoke City being relegated from the Championship. If Derby County were to draw, they need one of the following teams: Luton Town, Preston North End or Hull City to match their result, or worse. Just one, and that would equal Derby County surviving. Now, if Derby County were to lose, they would need one of those following teams, Preston, Hull and Luton, to take defeat and match their result, and that would mean Derby County stay in the division. Now, what are the permutations for Derby County to survive, and why do I feel as if it is highly unlikely for Derby County to get relegated now? Now, a lot of you will probably think, let's not talk too soon, Lewis. And I'm not talking too soon, I promise you. I've got my fingers crossed. I'm going to be in that game shaking like a leaf. I'm going to be absolutely dumbfounded with the situation. At Carlisle, when Derby County were, 3 points clear of Bolton, all we needed to do was match their result. And in fact, all we actually needed was not to lose. I think it was not to lose, or not to lose by 5 goals or something when we were up. I went into that game and I was shaking like a leaf. I was panicking. I was white. Now, a lot of you won't have seen that, because at that point in time I wasn't doing the before game clips. I wasn't doing anything like that. I was still doing match day vlogs, but none of the stuff that I'm doing now. And it was sort of a very difficult day for me. And this is going to be even worse, because our fate lies on not only ourselves. If we do our job, we're fine. And the thing is, that's the bit that always worries me. It's if we do our job. It's not about someone else doing better than us. It's about us doing our job. If we win, we stay up. And that's the important thing. But to go down, we need all 3 teams below us. Well, if we lose, all they need to do, I think, is draw. No, that's a lie. Hull would still be below us. If we lose, Hull can't draw. So if we lose, Hull City have to win. Everybody else can draw. If we draw, if we lose, so that would put us down. That would put us into League One, just to make it clear. But if we draw, Hull City have to win, Preston have to win, Luton have to win. That's the only way they go above us in the division. They all would have to win. And if we win, it's game over. It's Derby County in the Championship, baby. So what is going to happen? What is going to happen on the final day? What is the supercomputer going to predict? Because the supercomputer said that Derby County were going to lose 3-0 to Hull City. Nat Phillips had other ideas, and so did Joshua Vickers. So, it's a very difficult circumstance that Derby County find ourselves in. Now, while we're on the topic of circumstances, a lot of you were talking about the autofocus stuff that was going off in the videos. I've found a way which I think sorts it. So let me know down in the comments if that's been sorted. But back on to Derby County and back on to staying in this Championship division. Because Plymouth Argyle could stay up. Now, it would have to be a miraculous turnaround in goal difference, but it is possible. They'd have to beat Leeds United 26-0. No, it'd be less than that. 14-0. Luton Town would have to lose. And Hull City would have to lose. That is the only way Plymouth Argyle can get out of the relegation zone. Need a 14-goal swing. 7-0 Plymouth, 7-0 defeat for Luton. Now, I'm going to be well and truly honest with you. Plymouth Argyle, in my opinion, are done. They're gone. Not happening. And I know that a lot of people go, well, it's not mathematical. And don't get me wrong, fully 100% agree with the not mathematical comment, because it isn't. But ultimately, what are the possibilities of a 14-goal swing, Hull City losing, Luton also losing, for that to work? It is highly, highly, highly unlikely. I bet there's probably a 5% chance. I'd actually love to know what the betting odds would be on that, because that would be one of the greatest escapes I've ever seen in world football. Now, if we want to talk about that sort of conversation, when did what's his name, Miran Mulisic, come in and take over? Because they conceded 86 goals this season, and I know they weren't the greatest defensively under Wayne Rooney, but they hadn't conceded 86. And I actually wonder if they've been better under their current regime. Now, the Championship is a difficult division. It is a crazy, crazy league. And to stay in it, to get out of it, there's so much that has to go your way. And if we look at the recent form of the teams, right, you look at your Derbys, you look at your Lutons, you look at your Prestons, obviously Hull City as well. You look at them since John Eustace has took charge at Derby County, which was 13 games ago. Preston North End in 14 games have done 9 points. You look then up to Blackburn Rovers. I don't know why we're looking at Blackburn. Plymouth Argyle, 18 points, which is much better. Stoke City, 18. Hull City, 19. Derby County, 20. Luton Town, 22. Now, if I'm complete and well and truly honest with you, I think if football has justice, Preston North End will be the team to go down. And I say that purely because of that form since, February the 13th. They've won one game. I think it's 6 draws and 7, 8 defeats. Terrible, terrible form. Now, I actually didn't mind Paul Heckingbottom as a manager, but it's been awful. 16 defeats, 19 draws, 15 wins. It's 1.3 points per game, which ultimately isn't awful, but it has been dreadful in the last 13, and that is the problem. That is the problem at the bottom end of the Championship. Who's going to come away with the money? Who's going to come away in the Sky Bet Championship next weekend? Let me know your thoughts down below. I've given you all the permutations to Derby County going down. Let's have a quick recap. For Derby County to survive, they must win. And it doesn't matter what goes on elsewhere. If they draw, they need one of 3 teams, Preston, Luton and Hull, to match their result, and they would survive. And if Derby County were to lose, they just need one of those 3 teams below them to taste defeat as well. Now, if you think Derby County are going to survive, hit that like button and that subscribe button. Turn on that notification bell, and I'll catch you in my next video tomorrow.